right. Is everybody settling in? We're going to begin class with a little mindfulness session. So you guys know the drill. Find that comfortable seated position, either crisscross applesauce or seated on your shins. We're going to move into the sensory experience, grounding ourselves in the body with breath. So close your eyes. Take your hands to either ground down on your thighs, maybe moving them up and down just to, again, get a sense of your body. Or you can flip them up towards the sky if you need to relax into a position of receptivity, whatever the vibe calls for you today. You can take a big, deep breath in through your nose while we're moving through this, all the way down into your low belly, as deep as you can get it. And then a big sigh out the mouth. Let your shoulders fall. We're going to do that 2 more times. Big breath in. As much air as you can possibly take in, and then exhale, sigh. 1 more time. Deep inhale in through your nose. Fill every pocket of air in that belly, holding at the top. And then exhale, big sigh. You can seal the lips now. Allowing that breath to move in through your nose and out through your nose, still trying to get it as deep as you possibly can. This is your time to orient yourself to practice, to come into yourself, into a place of presence, connecting with your body, using all 5 senses. That's why we spray the essential oils, to just give you one more element of groundedness. Yoga is just as much of an exercise for your mind as it is your body. As you focus on what is here and now around you, things you can see, touch, smell, feel. You exercise those areas of the brain that help you respond to what's actually in front of you instead of the stories that our minds are constantly trying to spin, the problems that it invents to solve. This is where we grab more control over what is within our sphere of control or influence. And we learn to let some of the rest of it go. We also honor our body's needs, desires, all those feelings that give light to some deeper truth, some deeper need. On your next inhale, I invite you to take your hands out to the sides, opening the heart, letting the shoulders fall away from the chest. And then inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Bow your chin to your chest. Today's flow is going to focus on balance. And so maybe take this moment to connect on where you need more balance in your life. Dedicate your practice to finding this within yourself. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift the hands up overhead. And then exhale, roll the wrists down to your sides. When you get to the bottom, you can open your eyes and roll up over the knees, getting ready for today's flow. Hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, finding a little bit of movement in the spine and the hips and the neck. This is playtime for just a moment, where you get to again honor your body's needs, what comes up for you. And then go ahead and find stillness. We're playing with balance today. Deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and press your left foot back towards the back of the room, pinky toe squared down so the hips stay squared down into the mat. We have equal weight through both of our hands. And then we're going to go ahead and if you have the balance available to you, reach the opposite hand out. Only progress if you want to. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to tap down. And inhale, we're going to lift up. We're going to do that 3 more times to the beat of your own breath. Trying to stay strong, trying to keep that hip squared down. This is the last time. Reach, length through your toes, length through your fingertips. And then go ahead and press back. Your tailbone sinks onto your heels. Reach your fingertips out in front of you. Rock the hips. Release the forehead. And then go ahead and bring yourself back into all fours, sliding the hands once again underneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Lift your heart forward nice and strong through the arms, and we're going to press the right foot back now, making sure that those hips stay squared down into the mat, pinky toe squares down. Equal weight through the hands. You can stay here, or you can extend that opposite hand if you want to bring in some balance, energy towards the back of the room, energy towards the front of the room. Deep breath in. Exhale, we tap. Inhale, we lift. We're going to do that 3 more times to the rhythm of your own breath, making sure you stay strong. Energy moving. Holding at the top when you make it to that 4th repetition. And then we're going to go ahead and swing in, releasing the tailbone back onto the heels. Reach your fingertips forward. Release your forehead down. Slowly reach your vertebrae back up. We're going to find that all fours position once again. We're going to repeat. Left leg going back. Square your hips down. Make sure you're nice and strong. And then if you'd like to progress this again, reach the opposite hand out. We're going to change things up this time. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, you're going to connect elbow to knee at the center, rolling the vertebrae up, big stretch for the back, and then lift out back in front of you. 3 more times to the beat of your own breath, exhaling as you crunch in and inhaling as you shoot back. 2 more times. Take it at your own pace. Feel that crunch. Feel that exhale. Find the stability every time you reach out. On this last repetition, go ahead and reach energy back out through those toes, forward through those fingers. You are strong, you are balanced, and then go ahead and sink back down. Reach your fingertips forward. Release your forehead down. And then inhale, go ahead and reach through each vertebrae, coming back into all fours. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Reach your heart forward, nice and strong, belly button to spine, right foot moves back, square the hip, square the pinky toe. You can stay here and just do the motion with your leg, or you can reach your opposite hand out in front of you, stretching through your fingers, stretching through your foot, Deep breath in, and as you exhale, crunch the elbow and the knee together, and then inhale, lift. 3 more times to the beat of your own breath, taking your time. If you find a little bit of a wobble, that's okay. And on this last one, you can go ahead and reach out, length through the fingers, length through those toes. You are strong, balanced, steady, and then go ahead and swing back. Take your knees a little wider this time, big toes together, slide your fingertips forward, release your forehead down. Give it a little rock back and forth. Big breath into your belly in this folded position, creating some extra movement in that digestive system. Little massage for the inner organs. And then slowly begin to walk your fingertips back, bringing the knees together, sitting the torso up. We're going to go ahead and lift up here. And we're going to take that left foot out in front of us into a low lunge. So your torso stays upright, and we're finding length here in the front of this hip flexor. You can stay here for a moment, or if you'd like to extend the hands up, please feel free to do so. The idea is to sink into it a little bit more. So we're staying strong through the glutes, tracking that knee just over that second toe in the front, 90-degree angle, and finding a lot of length in your hips. Regal and strong. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and open towards that leg, the outside of that leg. Little twist in the spine, trying to keep your hips squared. Inhale, reach back to center. And then go ahead and take those hands down to frame the foot. Breathe here for just a beat. And then ground that right toe down into the mat, lifting up into a full low lunge. And step it in. Forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Hands come to touch at the top. Exhale, down to the heart. And then down to your sides in mountain. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go ahead and open wide. Open through your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive forward. Beautiful job. Step your left leg back here into a low lunge. And then go ahead and release that shin down and lift the heart up. Your torso lifts up, your tailbone tucks underneath of you. Find that 90-degree angle in the front leg. Feel that length in the hips. Strong, finding that sense of steadiness. Your hips are squared. You're sinking down without sinking forward. You have length in your spine. Breathe. Inhale in. And on your exhale, find that twist towards the side of that leg. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your hips squared. Twisting into the torso. Keep your breath deep. If you have a little wobble in the ankle, that's good. Inhale, lift up, back to center. And then go ahead and take those hands down. Give yourself just another beat to play here in this position. Creating a lot of length into that hip flexor. And then hands ground down flat. Press the left toes in, lift. into a low lunge. And then step all the way in, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, heart reaches forward. Long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep. Lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down to mountain, palms facing me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open the heart. Open the arms wide. And then inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back into a low lunge. And step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. You can release the shins down if you'd like to as we're warming up. Exhale, keep the elbows tight into the body. Come down slow. And then inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, melt forward. Press your weight back into those hands. Flip the toes. Send the tailbone back. Find downward facing dog. Come up onto your tiptoes. Bend your knees. And exhale, hop, step, or float to the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then down to your sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open the heart, open the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful job. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Length through the back of that leg, nice and strong, lifted in the chest. And then step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, find plank. You can move with me for the full iteration of this, or you can release the shins down. Exhale, down, chaturanga, elbows tight to the body, hovering above the mat. Flipping onto the tops of the feet, lift the heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, flip the toes, send the tailbone back, downward facing dog. Soft knees here. Deep breath in. Inhale, left toe reaches up towards the sky, single leg dog. Exhale, step it through between the hands, low lunge. Your knees should be right over that second and third toe, pressing through the back heel. Inhale, we lift all the way up to high lunge. Hold here for just a beat. Get your bearings. And then we're going to take the hands down to the heart and slowly drag the toe in as we keep the hips squared down towards the ground. We're going to find warrior 3. Balance in that front leg. It's okay to wibble wobble. Flat backs. Heart reaches forward. Find a spot on the ground to focus. If you come out of it and have to tap down a few times, that's okay. And slowly begin to hinge all the way up. If you can without tapping down, go ahead and press that knee all the way up in front of you. Flex the foot. And then go ahead and release it down. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, down to heart center and down to your sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down, step back to plank. Move through one vinyasa, the beat of your own breath. You can always modify here. Meeting in downward facing dog. Soft knees in down dog. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift the right toe up towards the sky, single leg dog. Exhale, sweep it through between the hands. Find a strong low lunge. Knee aligned right over those second or third toes, reaching through that back leg. Lots of length, lots of strength and stability. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the torso up. Find high lunge. Tailbone underneath of you, nice long line from the top of your head to the base of your spine. Deep breath. You can take the hands down to the heart and slowly begin to drag the foot in, keeping a softness to that knee. Hips squared down as we find warrior 3. Get there slow. Nice flat back. It's like you're trying to get your chest parallel with the ground more than it is about getting your foot up. Remember that wobble is good. It's in this struggle that we create more balance, more groundedness. Find your breath, make it steady. And again, if you can do this without tapping down, give it a try. If not, tap down, that's okay. We drag up, foot flexed, nice and tall. And then we go ahead and set that down. Inhale, we lift the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Hop or step back to plank. Move through one, Vinyasa. Nice and strong, one breath per movement. Noticing any changes in the body that we've made from the beginning of class until now. Stop here in down dog for a beat. Checking in with your form, your tailbone reaching up towards the sky, soft bend in the knees, heels descending towards the ground. Breathe. Slowly walk your hands back towards your toes at the back of the mat, releasing into a forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to move into tree pose here. So stability through both feet, hands at the heart to begin with. You're going to take your weight over to your left foot, and you're going to find a kickstand on the right. You can take this foot to right above the ankle, below the knee, tucked into the inner thigh. Wherever you are, that knee is moving back and open. You find stability, pulling your belly button into your spine, finding a spot to focus on in front of you. Remember, the wobble is good. It does not indicate any kind of failure. Challenge is how we grow. It is essential for finding balance. We find the wobble, we find the solution. Open your heart. And if you'd like to, challenge yourself a bit more. You can open the branches, lifting up, opening to 90 degrees. Maybe you find a little sway. Whatever feels fun and good to you. Maybe you just want to stay in prayer today. There's no right way. Whatever's calling out to you today. Wherever you are, go ahead and close your branches back down into prayer. And then release that leg down. Shake out that foot. Give yourself a nice little release. We're going to repeat on the other side. Taking your weight over to the right. Hands grounded in front of the heart, belly button into your spine. We're going to drag that toe either above the ankle, below the knee, tucked up. Wherever you are, make sure that knee floats out and down, nice and open. I am being extra challenged today, so you can see even your instructor is not always going to show up perfectly for some of these movements. This is how I grow, get better. And every time I feel that little bit of tension in my foot, the wobble in my ankle, I remember that's an opportunity to come back into my core, to come back into focus. And you know I love a good metaphor, so how can we apply that to life? Back to the center of ourselves, back to what matters. When you feel out of balance, how can you remember these lessons from something as simple as tree pose in yoga? Take a deep breath. Remember, you can open your branches at any point. You never have to wait for my cue to do so. And whenever you feel ready, you can close your branches and release down. Everyone should be at the back of their mats here. Go ahead and lift those hands all the way up. Open the heart, open hands. Take a few deep breaths here. And then go ahead and lift the hands up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. And then release the shins down. Roll over onto your glutes. And come to lay. Take a minute to settle in, to do whatever movement feels like it's calling out to you today. I feel like I need a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Maybe you'd like to find happy baby. Maybe the outer hips are calling out to you for a figure 4. There's no right or wrong. Pay attention to what your body's asking for today. After you feel like you've had enough time to figure out 1 or 2 stretches that feel really good for you, I'm going to ask you to bring your knees into the body, giving yourself a nice little hug, giving yourself a roll back and forth to massage that low back. Taking a big, deep breath in. And then exhale, release your heels to the wide edges of your mat. Relax your arms down at your sides, walking your shoulders away from your ears. And just start to come back into stillness, back into your breath, paying attention to the sensations that are flooding your body after this 30 minutes of work. Where in your life do you need more balance? What lessons did this flow provide? last deep inhale in through your nose. Let it flood every cell in your body. And then exhale. Let go. You can begin to bring life back in. Taking a big stretch in opposite directions, or maybe just giving a little simple wiggle to your fingers and toes. There's no right or wrong way. And as you feel ready and led, you can roll yourself onto one side, tucking your knees up as if you were in the fetal position, and using your top-facing hand to press your torso up, protecting your back as you come to sit. Thank you all for coming to class today. It's always my honor to serve as your teacher. You're going to have Jameson again as a guest instructor, just one last time on Wednesday. I'm sure she took good care of you last week. She'll take good care of you again. And then we'll be back and rolling through the rest of the session without any more absences. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be backpacking in the Sawtooth this week, so wish me luck. It's a 36-mile hike. But thank you for coming, and I hope that you have a blessed week. Namaste, friends.